Oh, hi. I've been chatting now for 8 minutes and forgot to actually record what I was doing. You know, I was... yeah, I had actually planned to start the video by going on about this plastic model kit I accidentally bought from this import geek store. I thought I would get a ready-made figurine, but oops, I have to glue stuff together. But I'm on Jero. I wanted to discuss him a little. And seeing as I've been talking a lot already, I'm gonna need to have a little bit of tea in between. Now, we've been chasing him through most of the game. Well, okay, maybe not most of the game, but a considerable part of the game. When I first played the game, I thought he was the King of Shadows until he said that he was also looking for the King of Shadows, and then I'm like, oh, what the blazes is going on? He is now a member of the party, and one thing people new to this game probably need to keep in mind this late in the game is that his character is, I would argue, presented as being amoral. So characters with well, a moral code at all, like Cassavir, Eleni, possibly Calgar, but don't quote me on that. If you bring Amon in your party together with any one of those, and you come to a point where you can get or lose influence points, if you score points with Amon, you're going to lose a considerable amount of points with just about everyone in your group except for Quora, possibly Nishka and Shave. Maybe Bishop would agree with him on some points. Do not put him in the same party as Eleni or Cassavir if you want to be friends with either of them. So for that reason, when I first played the game, my influence with Amon did not get very high. I was being myself, a very goody two-shoesy. Help everyone if you can. It's not their fault if they're weak, kind of thing. And he just, well, fuck you, buddy. And yeah, just yeah. I did not use him very much. He sort of scared me off that idea. This time though, I really am going to try. Well, try scoring points with him, that is to say. Which, as I said, is not the easiest thing in the world. To be honest, now that I think about it, I don't know if I've actually played the original base campaign more than once or maybe twice. I have never gotten very far with his character quest. If I get past, say, the second influence check, that will be completely new content for me. Okay, let's see. I'm supposed to talk to Amon now, aren't I? Oh. Yeah, I forgot what happened in the previous episode, and holy shit, it's even the same day I'm recording this. Okay, well, let's just have a chat with him, and oh, I can ask him questions. Oh, sure. Let's delve for information.
That is a long tale. Some pieces of the tale I gave when we escaped. But there is more, yes, as you probably already know. The King of Shadows was once a creation, a guardian of Ilfan. By tapping into the power of the Weave, the source of all magic in Faerun, Ilfan sought to make an invincible protector to shield its borders.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
Yes, Ilfan's enemies, the Netherese, in their quest for power, ended up disrupting the Weave. The Guardian relied on the Weave to sustain itself. Without it, it was forced to seek another source of power in order to continue to protect Ilfan. It found a darker source of magic, the Shadow Weave, and tapping into it, transformed the Guardian of Ilfan into something else. The King of Shadows.
Which, if you ask me, probably doesn't make much sense even in-game. Well, that's what they're going with. Video game logic. Let's carry on.
Yes. Ilfan's
Oh,
enemies,
right,
the Netherese, the Guardian, it found a darker source of magic. A man, perhaps. Who it was, I was never able to determine. But whoever it was, he was willing to give up himself to protect his empire. Give up his sense of self, his identity. It is no small sacrifice.
Okay, I'm guessing this is a point where you can get or lose influence points with him. Maybe I'll try number 2.
Perhaps. Perhaps he saw the rightness of his actions, and there was no way to see what harm would come from it. There is a certain sympathy I have for such a man, for someone willing to make that choice.
Go on.
He cast away his family, his ties to his people, and he ended up suffering for it while attempting to save them. Such a motivation is not hard to understand. Even more now, to see the King of Shadows reviled for what he has done, and knowing that at its core, he sought only to protect the people under his care. Now, its people are gone, and even knowing its failure, it still seeks to protect its empire and, most importantly, itself. If it frees itself, it will seek to destroy anything that threatens it. You first, then I. Then it will destroy all civilization on the Sword Coast, where its former empire lay. And from then on, I do not know what it will do. But the coast shall become as the mare is now, lifeless. Its only people raised from the dead to become the shades of the new Ilfan Empire.
Okay. So it's not the end of the world, only the end of this particular part of the world. How nice. No pressure at all.
Why do I wish to stop the King of Shadows? Perhaps this is a question you should ask yourself, since your motivation in all of this has been unclear from the start.
Really?
Really? Then let us speak plainly on this. Does he threaten you specifically? Do you feel that the Sword Coast cast beneath shadow would be an unwelcome thing? All life turned to death and ghosts? Or perhaps you would simply sleep better at night, knowing that a twisted remnant of the Ilfan Empire was as dead and buried as they are.
This looks like an interesting choice.
At least that is a guaranteed motivation, and one difficult to escape from. Very well. I wish to stop the King of Shadows because he is a threat to not only the people of Neverwinter, but to the Sword Coast and Farron itself. That is all. And while simple, it is the truth. Despite whatever onus has been placed on my actions, desperate measures were required to stop him the first time, and will be again. More can be saved as a result, and that is all that matters now.
Okay. Let's try number 3.
Now that is the first piece of wisdom I have encountered from someone in Neverwinter's service for some time.
See what that does for his influence. Yeah. Gain 1 influence. Gain 1 chaos point. Yeah. Oh. That's a 0 something. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Is there anything
No doubt.
else we can ask?
How any of my kin managed to survive is a mystery to me. It seems the Jero line is more resilient than I thought. But yes, I thought the Jero line had been ended in the war with the King of Shadows. During the battles that waged near the Mare, near Highcliff, there was so much chaos, I thought what remained of my family was lost. Now, they truly are. This useless tracking through old memories has no bearing on our current quest. Let us focus on the present, not what or why I did things in the past.
Okay, so the influence check is
No
in
doubt.
finding out about his past. Good to know.
I have only recently escaped my imprisonment in the lower plains. And
What about
since
that?
then, I have fought to re-establish my stronghold and gather my forces, which you have ruined with your carelessness.
Well, if you'd been more obvious that about what you were doing and not left a trail of bodies in your wake, maybe that wouldn't have happened. Just saying. Being imprisoned in the lower plains, though. I haven't heard about any of that since Morty.
Let us simply say I had help in the matter, and leave it for another time. It has no bearing on our present situation. No doubt.
Tell me about the shards.
The shards, including the one lodged within you, are part of the Sword of Gith. Its history is a tiresome one. Ask the Githzerai if you would know more. She could no doubt recite countless metaphors concerning Gith and Zerthaman. The importance of the shards is that once recast into a blade, it is likely to have the power to harm the King of Shadows, and as such, is vital to our quest. I do not know. Perhaps their extraplanar origin is what makes the King of Shadows vulnerable to them. There may be some secret in their creation that is unknown to me, that may make them effective as well. Regardless, the King of Shadows is vulnerable to them, and to the Sword of Gith most of all. No doubt.
Okay. What about the ritual?
I did, but before I could reach the other statues, the Shadow Reaver arrived. And even with my allies, I could not stand against him. Now each of us bears the necessary pieces of the ritual. And together, we are the only ones who can harm him. Like it or not, we need each other if we are to succeed. When the time is right, I will show you, not before. Part of power comes in knowing when to keep it a secret, and sharing it only with those you trust.
You're a secretive bugger, aren't you?
If the Githzerai did not already explain, the ritual is designed to unmake the Ilfarn Guardian, which the King of Shadows once was, and still is in part. But the Guardian is a shell, A vessel for what the King of Shadows has become. When it drew life from the Shadow Weave long ago, it became something else. Something greater. Still, its outer skin is that of the Guardian. We must break that armor first, and once shattered, then we may strike at his essence. To do that, will require the Sword of Gith, which you carry with you. The silver swords of the Githyanki are the only weapons I have seen that have harmed the King of Shadows, and the Sword of Gith is the mightiest of such weapons. That fact did not escape me. We will need to remake it if we are to succeed.
So, do you know how to reforge it?
No, but it is something we must discover, and soon. I do not believe reforging the sword will require all the shards. But as I have never done such a thing, I do not know for certain. The Githzerai who travels with us may know more. In that, she may have some use. No doubt.
Okay. Any other questions? Oh. Yeah, this.
Disdain. I hardly consider her worthy of emotion at all. She is a blind follower, an adherent of her own people's history. There is blindness in such things.
Okay. I think this has some influence. Impact. Okay, I'll see number 4, see if he actually likes that one.
Yes, that is true. She has insights that we may not, and if nothing else, is an extra target for those who seek to harm us. What of her people? Where are they against this threat? We need allies who understand our enemy, yet her people do nothing. The people of Farron are ignorant of the King of Shadows, yes, but her people are not. And neither do I. A question she could ask, perhaps, before we all lie dead at the King of Shadows' hands.
Oh, okay. 1 point in evil and 1 influence with him. However, nothing lost with the others. Woo! Okay, so now I'm 52.99.
What is your will? I will hear you. If it is your will that you would know more, narrow your question,
Can I
and I shall answer.
ask... Ah, yes. This.
Know that there are many who would know the answer to that question. If my people moved against the King of Shadows, know the conflict would be over, and it would end in the destruction of all our peoples. Yours, the Githzerai, and the Githyanki.
That's, drastic. Oh, and I see... Yeah, I don't know what the Fern is doing. I'm going to pretend it's doing nothing.
If we entered this conflict, the Githyanki would turn upon us. And with his opposition divided, the King of Shadows would destroy us both. Whatever hatred exists between the Githyanki and the King of Shadows is a dim flame to the hatred the Githyanki bear my people. It is not a thing of reason. Know the Githyanki will not listen, and know that neither will my people. If there is any hope of meeting the King of Shadows and defeating him, it lies with you.
Okay. Well, that is going to be our answer. And no influence gained or lost. Okay, so how about we just go on with that? Oh, wait, can I buy and sell stuff here with Sal? Well, I don't know where to look for them. Yeah, oh. Hello. You guys.
You no doubt have heard. Fort Locke has fallen. Nasher has summoned you. You are to report to Castle Never at once, and only you. Your companions are to wait here.
Oh well. Well, let's just get that over with.
Good. Ride fast for Neverwinter, and when you arrive, simply go straight to the castle. Nasher will be expecting you.
Oh, it's you, the captain of Crossroad Keep. I've been waiting for some time. I bring you greetings from Lusk.
Not now. The captain has urgent business. Whatever you need from him can wait till he returns from Neverwinter.
Yes, well, I'll be waiting anxiously for your return.
There is a growing darkness to the south, and Crossroad Keep is our best hope to stopping the army of the King of Shadows from reaching Neverwinter. Your keep will play a great role in the war to come. We are still awaiting word from the defense of Fort Locke, but we fear the worst. But the tidings are not all ill. Lord Nasher has prepared something for you, for all your efforts on behalf of Neverwinter. Here, these are yours to wear, and to wear proudly. It is the garb of knighthood, and soon Nasher shall make you a true knight in his service. As the days grow darker, the need for heroes grows greater, and Lord Nasher wants to recognize you as one of our finest. It is you who have built the keep into the force that it is. It is your name that is echoed on the lips of the men and women here. Even Sand has been known to say a kind word or two about you. What you wear is merely a cloak until that time. But you will find it carries with it special enchantments you may find helpful. Some of the finest mages and weavers of Neverwinter have crafted these cloaks. They should afford you some measure of protection while wearing them. The rest you will discover for yourself. The ceremony will take place in the Great Hall. We have gathered together many nobles from all over Neverwinter. Come now, let us make our way to the antechamber outside the Great Hall. Lord Nasher awaits. Your companions, the people you have assembled in Crossroad Keep, believe in you, and through you believe in Neverwinter. It is no small thing you have done here.
Uh-oh. Well, that's a start to the chapter.
Gods, it's the ancient alarm. I never thought I'd live to see this day. We are under attack.
Those guys are looking slightly undead. Oh, whoa.
They are here for Nasher. We must get to him at once.
Okay. So that happened. Okay. I think I'm going to have to call it an episode here. So in the next one, more drama, and hopefully, eventually, I'll get around to messing with Almon's AI settings. Until then.